Alright, boys and girls, today is day 3 or episode 3, shall I say, of our lazy plan of 100k per month with online community. So, let me just go down to the first floor. But what do we have on the agenda? I'm going to be showing you guys some of the strategies we're going to be using, and then also share some of the content I actually post inside of the community. We've been very stagnant, but I'm going to show you guys how to just re-embark or re-excite the community once more. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Too many thieves.
No, they'll probably think themselves, how the fuck do you make this, innit? What are you telling me, lads? So, we started off the day by meal prepping. Here's 8 quick meals, to optimize time. We just prepare these 8 meals. Can't be wasting, 20 minutes of our day preparing a meal. Quick, high protein, low calorie meals.
Could you just give us a
rundown of what we made?
Yeah, just a nutritional breakdown as well, if you don't mind.
So it's just a bit of salad here with feta and tuna. Okay. You get your nice nutrients from the salad.
How many grams of protein?
Per each can you get roughly, per box, you get roughly 25 grams of protein. You've got your feta, healthy fats, tuna, good source of protein, good source of omega-3.
What you got tomorrow for gym?
Tomorrow, I've got chest tomorrow.
What exercises are you going to do?
Shoulders and arms.
Alright, brilliant. So, like I said, today is episode 3, and I'm going to be documenting my journey and documenting the plan that I have in order to hit 100k per month with online communities. So, today is a crazy one. I've got some ideas that are just popping everywhere, and trust me, if you are an online community owner or you're thinking of starting your online community, you will want to hear what I have to say. So, previously I've been thinking about communities or online communities in the online sphere specifically. So I've been looking at other people such as Max Pearson, Caprice, all of these community owners who have done successful stories and said this is what I should do, or these are the strategies that I should implement. Very true, and that isn't to say that that strategy doesn't work or that kind of process or methodology doesn't work. But what I want to say is communities were long before online communities. So now I've kind of broadened my horizon and I've started to think outside of the box to more physical communities. How do physical communities operate, and how can we convert that into online communities? So, like we said in the previous episode, and if you've not watched that, go watch that, because you will see why I've launched the current community that we're running, which is Kalam, and we teach non-native English speakers how to speak English from native speakers. So that one is called Kalam. It's a $400 per month subscription. We launched it just recently and we have a client there. Now I want to grow and scale that community. This is what I'm going to do. So think about it now. How would you grow a gym? Gym is a form of community. How would you grow a club, for instance? These are all forms of communities. You would grow them by literally going out in the public and seeing who has an interest for this stuff. If you have an interest for it, you would likely sign up or potentially sign up, and if you sign up, referrals. So the idea and the methodology that I have is a lot, currently in England at the moment, a lot of non-natives, a lot of foreigners come, especially from the Arabic background, come to Manchester to either tourist, either to learn the language, either just to see kind of the vibes and how England is, and are very fascinated by the English language. So we want to capitalize that and utilize that. So literally this is what I'm going to be doing, just going out into the public, and I'm going to video it for you guys, hopefully in the next episode, literally going out in the public and asking people face to face, this is what I'm going to be doing, or saying this, I would like some testimonials of you. And using that, I can then leverage in order to use that for ad copies, etc. So think about it like this. When you have an online community, You don't necessarily have to generate content, you don't necessarily have to run ads. All of these things, I think, are skipping so many steps. If you literally just go out into the public and ask people who are interested, maybe it doesn't work for every niche, maybe it doesn't work for every single person out there, and doing the online works. But from the get-go, you can literally go and ask people around you, or people who are literally out in the public walking around, and you can, like you see in town, or like you see in your city centers, or like you see anywhere else, you literally just go and ask people, are they interested? And then you can literally get some market research off of that, and you can then start to improve and start to enhance it and start to use it as leverage points. When some certain person signs up, you can use that as more signups. For instance, another thing that I've just been thinking of is universities. So for instance, teaching non-natives how to speak English. Every international student who literally comes from abroad needs to, or wants to, or has some level of English that they want to kind of build or teach or etc. So we can easily utilize that and capitalize it. So there's so many endless possibilities, and if you are a community owner, literally think about it from a physical way. If you were to go to a gym, for instance, what do gyms in England and America literally do? They go out into the public and they dash out flyers. They give people flyers, or they give people 20% discounts. If you bring this strategy and literally implement it to the online community, I think you can be doing bucks, and I'm going to show you guys that it is possible. We'll see what happens, but I really think this has worked because I've literally implemented it in a different circumstance and in a different way, and physical communities and physical clubs literally utilize this strategy. So that is what I'm thinking at the moment. That is what I have in mind, and we'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, the strategies and implementations of what physical communities do and how we can actually implement that inside of virtual or online communities. So to understand this, it's simply by how do gyms acquire customers, and what are the different points on how gyms acquire customers, and gyms being obviously one of many forms of physical communities. I'm literally just going to pop up an example, the gym group, for instance. This is just a gym here in England, nothing too crazy, and I think the strategies are very similar across the board. So there's three things that online communities, physical communities do that we can see and actually analyze. So the first being the online. Literally, they have social media, they have ads, they have so many things, they even have a website. All of these count as the online funnel on how they acquire customers. The other is flyers. So if you've already gone maybe into the city center, you've probably seen flyers out, discounts, etc. All of these ways are great in order to entice people or entice potential customers in order to join their gym. And sometimes they even post flyers through the mail with a discount, with a 20% if you sign up now, maybe even student discounts, etc. And we'll get into how we can utilize that in a second. And the physical. So there's so many different physical things, but here are the touch points on where we can actually utilize for online communities. The first being free trials. You've probably seen it so many times with gyms. You've probably seen, like, for instance, I'll give you another example. JD Gyms is one of the gyms here in the UK. Before I signed up, they gave me a 1-day free trial to go around the gym, have a workout, and try their gym facilities. If I like it, then I will rejoin or have a membership. So this is a great way for us to then convert it into online communities, and people have already started to use that actually. There's 3-day, 7-day, even 24-hour free trials in communities. Even Eddie Cumberbatch's has a 3-day free trial. So it's definitely important to incorporate free trials inside of your communities, and that's what we're going to be doing with our Kalam community. The next is member referrals. I can't stress how impactful referrals are in order to acquire more customers. Think about it. If I entice the customer by either bringing down their membership or enticing them by giving them a £40 gift card or something of the sort, and you as a community owner can define what that is, I can then get them to give me more customers or acquire me more customers without even working on it. So it's kind of an autopilot system. Events. This is
an interesting one. And I previously mentioned it about universities, but you can go to university events, like gyms, for instance, would go to a fitness event, and advertise themselves and be out in public. So it gives a face to the name, and it also uses that, or they can leverage that to share more of their benefits as unique selling points for other customers. Limited time offers. Wait, actually, to tap back into that, you have to understand we have different type of customers, right? We have customers who have never even been into a gym, that want to go into a gym, for instance, that have never been. But there's also customers who are fed up from their gym and either want a lower price or they want a different facility. They're looking for something different. So us as community owners should capitalize on that, right? We want to use our benefits, we want to use our community features as a way to entice people to join. Limited time offers, this is crucial. FOMO effect, right? The fear of missing out. If I can do a limited time offer for our community, for instance, I say if you were to join right now, you would have a 30% discount. Your membership would go from £60 to £30. These are great ways in order to entice people and to give them that fear of missing out, and you can easily utilize it for your community. Annual subscriptions. This is a new addition inside of school. I'll bring it up to show you guys an example, right? Let's just go on. So this is our Noble Creators free community. Just as an example, we go into the pricing. Here we have the options on how you can have a subscription for your community, right? We have offer monthly only, monthly and annual only. To give you guys just briefly on what are the incentives, right? If you're giving a $20 subscription, you're only serving a $20 subscription, you're missing out on potentially signing up someone on for $1,000, $2,000 on a one-time payment for that whole year. So we could easily generate more capital. Even if we were to get 2 or 3 extra signings just on an annual basis, we'd be making much more money from that annual subscription. How do we incentivize people to join the annual? This is a great question now. On a monthly subscription, let's say it's $10. $10 times 12 months is $120. If we were to bring the price down, so we bring it down to maybe $90, right? That means we've saved the potential customer $30. We've given them 3 months extra for free. So we can easily utilize annual subscriptions in order to incentivize people to join. So all of these things that are just popping up where physical communities are utilizing it to the maximum, are using free trials, are using member referrals, are using events. And I will literally be documenting me going to events. I've literally signed up to a couple of events that I have in mind where we can literally go and advertise our community. And I know literally by signing up and going there and showing people and finding people who are expressing interest, we can literally sign so many more clients than literally just utilizing the online. So if you are a community owner, if you are a person that wants to get into community ownership, I promise you, utilizing all of these 3 things will maximize your revenue rather than just focusing on online. Not to say that you won't be making money, however, that 20-30% extra revenue will come in so much more effective. So we're back in the office. Today was episode 3 of our lazy plan of hitting 100k per month. I want you guys to just rationalize it with me, just to think about it. Our current member subscription is $400 per month for every community member, right? $400 a month. I would only need 23, maybe 24 members in order to be hitting 10k per month with this community. So think about it. It's very, very doable with the strategies and new plans that we have in place. I think it's very, very easy to hit. It's just about pushing as much volume, finding as much potential leads, and all of these things all in one. By the end of the year, I promise you, go back to this video, we'll be at least on 10k per month. If you are a community owner looking to hit these numbers, struggling to hit these numbers. I've literally done the same thing with other influencers, bringing 10k followers and being able to hit over 15k revenue with their community and with their current audience. Is very, very doable. We're currently doing free growth calls for anyone that's interested, showing free templates, free resources for you guys. So that was today's video, episode 3. Episode 4 is going to be even crazier, so definitely tap in, definitely keep watching, and if you have any questions, any concerns, pop them down in the description or the comment section down below. Peace out.